guys, it's Debbie with Debbie J's Crafting Corner. Today we are going to be playing with the festive ornaments and whimsical winter critters. I am so excited about this. This is going to be so cute. So this set basically creates round ornaments, so you can do a lot of different things with that and decorate them however you want to. But this one turns them into super cute little critters. We've got some bunny ears, we've got earmuffs and a hat, we've got the face for, believe there's penguin and bear and I think a little fox too. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and cut a bunch of these out. Thinking I might make tags this time because you could use these to make cute little tags, cute little ornaments, cute little cards, all of the things. So I am going to go ahead and get started doing a ton of die cutting to get all my bits ready to go. Okay, yeah, I did quite a bit of die cutting. I cut out a lot of the circles because if I want to do this as a tag or an ornament or anything, I'm going to want to layer it up pretty thick. So it's really going to depend on what I can finish up and then how many of those I have left. But it's just a circle, so it's easy to die cut, right? So I think I'm going to start off with a simple one. I've got a red circle here, and then we've got a buckle. And then we've got this band, so this can be a Santa. And because I haven't decided which are going to be on cards and which are going to be tags, I'm going to glue everything down flat. You could definitely do what I usually do, and that's layer different things on foam to give it some more dimension, or you can cut additional pieces to give a little bit more dimension as well. So that would be pretty cool. So just putting the Santa belt right across my red here. Oh, nope, that's not the way this works. This buckle, it's got that little tab there. So what I need to do is I need to slide it in. There, that's what I need it to look like. Okay, now I can put glue on everything. And I do need to put some glue on the back of my glitter gold piece too. I'll put some on the front, although it doesn't really stick as well, and just slide that in. So now we've got the buckle, and you can have it positioned wherever you want. I think I want a little bit off center, and then I'm going to glue this down onto my red foil cardstock. The red foil cardstock I'm using is just some stuff that I've got left over from Michael's. Actually, I got a bunch of it on sale a couple of years ago and haven't gotten around to using it, so let's do that now, right? And I'm lining up the curve to match the curve of my little ball there, okay? And now I'm going to put it under a weight so that it can dry, because sometimes foil doesn't like to dry too well, so I'm going ahead and do that. Next, I'll move on to another one while that one's drying. A couple of pieces we have here is this piece here that created this loop thing here, and then a couple of little banners with some holes in them, and I'm going to use that to create an ornament. Now, I am getting some of my inspiration from the paper that comes with this. I downloaded this off the internet and cut it out and put it in my sleeve, so I've got that. It was at the Creative Classroom, so you should find this on the website, or it should be part of your packaging. It's probably your packaging. So let me go ahead and just add some glue to the back of this. I'm just doing white on green, and then I'm going to use some of my little foil bits for those other accents, for the little bands going across. So this one I'm going to put right down through the middle. And I'm going to say that I probably need the lacy bit to go facing down. There we go. And then I'm going to just add these bits on. These are super easy, and the instructions work out so great to help you put them together. And of course, these are only just suggestions, and you can use them whichever way you want to. I think the little faces and stuff would be cute on lots of things, not just on the circle ball that we've got, but I love that they all fit together so nicely. So I'm just going to line it up where the curves are basically about the same. Now, I didn't get this one on there completely straight. Let's take it off and try again. Okay, it looks like I had the white lacy bit wasn't exactly on there where I need it to, so I'm going to take that off, try not to mess up. I got it off of there quick enough so it's not going to be a big deal. So we've got that one down. Let's put the other green one on first, and then we can put our white piece in the center. Okay, so back to our first ornament. I've also cut out little ornament toppers. So I've got some that are in silver and some in white. The reason I've got the white is because if this is going to be a tag, I want to basically add some additional strength to it. For now though, I'm just going to put this onto our ornament. Let's add a little bit of adhesive down at the bottom. And we'll hold that for a second. So you get 2 dies for that. You get this one that is for the piece I just added, and then you've got a little piece that's going to be for the topper, and I'm going to put that on there as well. I'm just using some silver cardstock. Again, this is some that I've got from Michaels. But can you imagine how this would look with the silver mirror cardstock? That would be absolutely gorgeous. I am trying to use up some of my scraps though, so I'm using what I have in my scrap bin. There we go. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and turn it over because I do want it to have a little more stability regardless of how I use it. I'm going to add one of the additional pieces that I cut out onto the back. And if I use this as a tag, I can always add another piece of white cardstock, one of my circles, over the top of the whole thing. So we've got one that can go onto a card, or it can be an ornament, or it can be a tag. So we've got one done, and that was super quick, right? This one should be about the same. I'm going to do the same exact thing with our topper. I'm basically sandwiching the little ball, the circle, between the 2 pieces. Put this top piece on for our little hanger there. And then I'll add one of the white pieces to the back. Okay, so I've got a bunch more that I can do. I'm going to show you how to put together some of them, but that's kind of the basics. So for each of the ornaments, you'll want to use one of the toppers on there if you're wanting to use them as an ornament, or as the ornament on your card, which is definitely a possibility. I think that's the way I like it the best so far. What I think I'm going to work on next, let's go ahead and do one of the presents. So I've got a green. Yeah, we've got a green one there, and I've got a bow and a banner. Now, the banner die, there's one die. That's going to be this one. And then we've got the bow. And then we've got this piece here that looks a little bit odd, but what that one does is it adds a piece that's going to be the inside of the bow and a place for the additional piece of glitter to go on top. I'm going with glitter for this one. I've got another one over here in green, so I might as well put them both together at the same time. I'm just going to add some glue to the back of my matte color one because I wanted it to be shiny and glittery bows here. Put some glue on the back of that. And then just adhere that to the front. Now this is going to need a weight on it because I am putting it on that either glitter cardstock or foil cardstock. Both of those need some additional. So for this one I've got a brown. I'm going to do the same thing. Put some glue on the back. And we want it to go this way with the circle piece or square, whatever, going facing up so that you're able to go right at the bottom of your bow. And then we'll put a weight on it so that it can dry if it doesn't stick to your fingers like that one did to me. Okay, let's put it back on there again, and then we're going to put the weight on it so that it has a chance to dry. This one's about ready, and I'm going to use... Let's see, what do I want to use? I've got a bunch of different die cut circles. I think I'm going to actually just go with a white. I did have a shimmer white in here. That's one of the ones I've got. So I've got some gold. I've got some iridescent. This one's my shimmer. So I'm going to use my shimmer cardstock for this and just attach this. We're going to basically make the ornament into a present. So add some glue to the back of one of the strips. And just go straight across. There we go. And then I've got the second one that's going to go vertical. And then we have our little bow. Oh, I did forget to put the last piece on. So we've got this little square piece from when we cut out our big bow. So we've got this little square piece that goes right over the middle of that square that we put on there. And that gives it a little bit of dimension. It has this part pop up just a little bit. But I really like the way that having that silver on top, I mean that shiny foil on top looks. So now we're going to put our bow right in the middle of that X that we created with our banners. There we go. So this guy looks like a little present. I think it's so cute. I think those all look so super cute. Okay, let's go ahead and finish up the one that is in gold. We'll need to put that centerpiece on there for it. Okay, put that banner right on across there. And since we're gluing onto glitter, I am going to put this one underneath that paperweight. So next, let's see, I'm trying to decide what do I want to go with next. I think what I want to do is I want to go with my penguin. I did cut pieces out of the whimsical critters. I cut out all the bits that go along with the little penguin. I want to put him together before I accidentally use up the white for that one. So I'm going to start off with the black part of his head. Just add some liquid glue to the back of that and we'll put that one onto our white circle. There we go. I've got his little beak. Let's go ahead and put some glue on the back of his little beak. And then the dye for his eyes. Now the eyes I wasn't 100% sure on. And then I saw this piece here. So this one basically cuts out the eyes for 3 characters. So you could do 3 at a time just from the eyes part. So I've got a bunch of little eyes over here. I'll go ahead and add those to his little face. Oh, he is adorable. Okay, so now we've also got some earmuffs for him. And those are actually done in 3 pieces, 2 different dyes. One's for the big part that goes around his head. I cut that one out of some light blue. And then for the earmuffs part, I'm going with some dark blue. This piece is actually just a touch smaller, so it is going to fit right onto the ball of our little penguin, okay, right onto the circle. So that's going to be great. Also have some pieces for his scarf, and with this I went ahead and cut it out of some pattern paper. This is just some stuff I've had in my stash for a while, so I'm trying to start using some of that stuff up. But that means that you don't have to go with solid colors when you're creating your characters. You can use your pattern papers too. I'm just going to line this up right at the bottom of that circle. Perfect. And then I'll add this other piece, this little part that's hanging off from his sweater, from his scarf, the end of the scarf. I'm going to add that to the top. Just add that right on. I probably should have cut a second one. I may go back and cut a second one because of course it's going to have two ends, right? There we go. I think that looks super cute. And then later I can add one of the toppers on there so that it can be used as a tag. I think that's going to be super cute. I think I am going to go back and cut another bit for his scarf though. Okay, so I added another one of these little ends for his scarf, cut out of that polka dot pattern. Let's go ahead and add that down. I think that does look a little better, so it looks more real, more realistic. I'm gonna go ahead and add one of the toppers too. I think I'm gonna put it on his head, but behind his earmuffs. So right about there. And then we'll put this other piece on top of that. And then I'll put one of the white pieces on the back. Actually, I did cut out some more of the circles, so I'm going to go ahead and put another on top of this, just thickening that up a little bit. And you can add as many as you need to of this little topper. That way it's nice and strong for whatever you decide to use it for. That is super cute. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make a couple more ornaments, I think. Not 100% sure what I want to do. First, we've got this. This is some Christmas lights. I think I'm going to put it over onto some green here. The dies that come with this, we have one that cuts out 3 bands. So that's for the string. And then we've got a couple of dies that do the lights. So I'm just laying these on there to see how I want them to lay. Okay, I think that looks pretty good. So let's go ahead and add those down. And then I can add my little lights onto it. Okay, now the lights come in 2 different pieces. One is shaped looking like a light where it's got that little topper piece on the end, and that's what we're going to be attaching on here. So I've got 15 of those. Okay, and then the other pieces, got another die that cuts out just the little bulbs. So I cut those out of 3 different colors. I've got some that are red, some that are blue, and some that are orange. I'm just going to add those right over the top. And just have them alternate. So I'm going to go ahead and put together one more. We got a bunch of little ornaments here. This is awesome. So I'm putting together one more. One of the dies that's in the set is for some holly leaves, and it's got some little holly berries to go along with it. And those just get layered up. Got these cut out of that red foil cardstock. So you've got the 3 berries, and then you've got one additional, so you can just add that right on top. And then we've got this bit of frosting here, and I think this is going to be really cute having it kind of like that. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to use this print that I've got from a piece of pattern paper that I had in my stash. And I'm going to add this frosting layer right over the top. And then we're going to add our little holly on there. Okay, so we have 3, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 cute little ornaments. I went ahead and pulled out the Holiday Hugs Sentiment Stamp Set because it's got a to and a from, plus some fun things that you could use to decorate it. And I'm going to go ahead and add a to and from. So these are going to be some tags. Like I said, you can use them as paper ornaments, or you could use them as pieces to go on a card, all of the things. This time around, I'm just going to add it I'm just going to add a little note to the back so that it's going to be it's going to be a tag. And I think I'm going to do this in my Misty as well. So for one thing, I'll be able to line it up with the grid and have everything stay where I want it to. And that way I can also do multiples if I need to. So I've got a sticky grid here that's going to help me keep everything straight. And can add my little 2. And my little from. And there's a grid on the cover so I can know whether or not they're straight. And it does look like they're pretty straight. I'm going to say that that is going to be good enough. And I'm just going to stamp that down. I think I'm going to go with some green. So I'm grabbing out my Deck the Halls from Catherine Pooler. And that's lovely. Now for most of these, I did go ahead and add another circle to the back. That's okay. What I can do is I can make them a little thicker. All I need to do is stamp and put down another one of these. So I want to make sure I know where I'm going to be putting my little guy here. So since I don't have anything actually marking it, just putting my nail down, and that way I know that that's where the edge goes. And now I can just mass produce a few of these little backs for all of my ornaments. Perfect. For a couple of these, I did go ahead and add the additional piece on the back. That's okay. I can put this right down because they are pretty much flat ornaments. I can go ahead and stamp right on the back of them. If you have too much dimension, probably won't stamp too well, but these I think should do fine. Looks perfect, and I've got a couple more to go, and all of my little backs are going to be done for my ornaments. So I'm just using some baker's twine that I have in my stash and just adding those to the tops now that I've got all of my little tags done. And I think I'm actually going to take another piece. I've got another piece here. I'm going to go ahead and add a bow to one of these. So there's lots of things that you can do. You don't have to add a bow to the top, but I figured that would look pretty cute. And I need to practice making bows anyway, so here's a good opportunity, right? Okay, and I think I'm just going to glue this one to the top and let it go at that. I just love how all of these guys turned out. What I'd love to know is from you guys, which one you like best, what you think you'll be using first on some of your cards and or packages and all the things. And would you use these for your packages or would you use these to go on a card? Would love to know what you guys think. Be sure to check out the playlist to see some more videos where I'm using Spellbinders products, and I would love for you to come and hang out with me on my next live stream. I go live every Tuesday at 5:30 Eastern, so I will see you there. You guys have a great day and I'll talk to you later. Bye guys.